Good afternoon, Sri. Many thanks for your presentation and your lovely concepts about smart city. And I can tell you surely that the number of questions you got, I think that was the highest amongst all in 2 days. So would you kindly share with our viewers that what do you think smart city is, and how do you bracket the Indian cities conditions at the moment?
So my view is smart cities as a concept is catching up. There are multiple definitions, and as I mentioned in the presentation, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to talk in this conference. It is a fantastic opportunity to talk to people from UAE and from India. Smart cities, as I said, are 5 eyes. You need to have a proper infrastructure. On top of it, you need to have the instrumentation, that's the sensors. You need to interconnect all of them together. And from these 3 things arise intelligence, which the city leaders can use to manage the city. And from all of this arises insight, which you and I, like citizens, can use it to make our lives much better. So in a nutshell, a smart city, I believe, is a city that can provide a better quality of life as well as provide sustainable economic development.
And you live in Dubai and you're coming from Bangalore. And how do you think that Bangalore can come up to Dubai level?
So I think, as I said, citizens need to co-create the city that they want, and the government has to provide a platform to channelize those kind of needs. We see a lot of things happening in Bangalore where a lot of citizen self-help groups are coming up, and when the government starts intervening and starts to provide some of those impetus in terms of infrastructure and other details, I think both of them shall meet at one point, and then magic will happen, which is a smarter Bangalore.
And in smart city and like smart apps and all, how, for example, I saw one app in Dubai, you shake your mobile phone and the taxi comes. So, I mean, these type of things, are they being done in India also?
So for India, I think Dubai is much ahead in the digital curve. Now, as you said, they're now beyond mobile. Probably they will not shake the mobile now, they'll use their Google Glass and tap it.
Wow.
So that's a wearable technology. So for India, for me, primarily 2 kinds of citizens, the digital haves and the digital have-nots. For the digital have-nots, it will be an SMS coming to my mobile, or I should send a SMS to a toll-free number, and it will recognize the cell tower nearby, and then I'll get a call, and then I can find a taxi. Whereas in the digital haves, it's in a mobile app where I can, like, what do you find a taxi. So we have to do everything, and not India specifically, since we're growing, we have to cater to all levels of population to make sure it's smart.
And what do you think is the message for the viewers of this conference? And how do you like this conference? And what we should do more for this conference?
So the message to the viewers of the conference is smarter starts with you. With you, I, him, you, everybody. So if we start thinking differently, smarter will happen. And the government obviously has to facilitate, which they're rightly doing. In terms of this conference, what I liked the best was the amount of interaction specifically. Some of the questions that were coming were very challenging and very provocative and very interesting. And from a completely different perspective, you could get very different questions. And what could be done more is probably choose one particular theme and then get 5 or 6 business leaders of that particular industry to have a round table and a panel, which is facilitated again with more provocative questions, so that you form an opinion, and that opinion is then sent to the government of India through a formal manner to the Consul General or the UAE government, and then that starts influencing public policy. And that becomes, then all of us are together creating the city we want. That's again co-creation of smart city.
Thank you very much, Sri.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you more and more in our DQG programs or in IoT programs at IPPC. And thank you very much again.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.